psychological levels? Well, in this video, I'm explaining to you guys exactly what is psychological levels, how to trade it, how to spot it, and why do traders use for entry and take profits. And just with the bonus, guys, I'm gonna drop you guys exactly the source where I get all this information from, so you guys can go directly to the blog where I read it.
Like I promised you guys, I said I'm going to show you guys the source exactly where I read up on psychological numbers and many more. In fact, I actually hit my Forex news updates from the site right here. The link will be dropped down in my description where you guys can check it out for yourself. But onto that, the video is about what are psychological numbers. Now, in fact, psychological numbers, traders, are literally price levels that ends in multiple zeros. So for example, right, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and if you go over to the chart and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. If you look at this right here, this is NASDAQ, right? But if you go on a high time frame, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Is that if we just use a what do you call this? Let's use a tool, for example, a horizontal, right? And we drop it right here on the side there. There's 13,004, right? What we can do is we can take this tool, okay, and go to settings and coordinates, and we write down maybe exactly, let's put it on 14,000 first, right? Let's put on 14,000 exactly. You understand? So you can see 14,000, that's a psychological number. Now let's just do another one for you guys, show you guys another example. 14,500, there's another one, or 13,500. Let's do 13,500 as well for you guys. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's do that. 500, okay, and we have another one. We can do another one. We can do 13,000 on a dot, okay, 13,000 on the dot as well. Let's do that as well. 13,000 on the dot, okay. And you see, and then I can have another one. I can have another one for example, let's do another one, paste, and we do another one for, let's do we could do 12,500 as well. You want to do that, right? So it goes on and on and on. Now you can see all these major levels in the market, right? In fact, all these major levels are, most of them are actually psychological levels. Where these major levels when the market's turning, you'll see most of them turn at the psychological numbers. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. If you look at this number here and you go to settings, you will see that it's close to 10,500, okay? And you can see exactly how nice it pins on there, goes up and stays above there, okay? And if you want to keep it on exactly this level, you can go on there, go to settings, and make that 700, you know, and you can see exactly how beautifully it lines it. So again, psychological numbers, if I go back over here, it says that psychological numbers are price levels that ends in multiple zeros in the forex market. They consider them as significant levels. The traders tend to find these levels important, and they react towards this. When the market comes over them, we either buying or selling. So I'm going to show you guys now how to buy off there and sell off there and use it as take profits for yourself, okay? So let's go over to this. Now, if I spot up a few of it, right, and I show you guys a little bit more of this, I can show you a little bit more, right? Let's do a little bit more on a different chart for you guys. Let's use GBUSD. Let's use this one, right? And let's go on the 4 hour, and I'm going to do an example for you guys, okay? Just follow up with me, traders. Once again, like this video and comment down below any other videos you guys want me to do, and don't forget to subscribe. And once again, this blog that I'm teaching you guys from, I'm sharing this one, it's all in the description. You guys can check it out for yourself, and that literally that blog, I'll drop it down in the description for you guys. So let's go with this, right? Here's the top there the market stops there, but if you look at it, it stops there as well, okay? So let's start where it stops first, this one right here. Let's start there, okay? And if we go there, let's see if we can round this off. So you click on it, go to settings, right? Over here, let's make this a little smaller, like that. So click on the settings and coordinates. Now like 12550, 250. There we go. Look at that. So it's 125,250. It's a rounded number. Or you could have actually added this in as 5,000. That's a bigger one. You guys see that? And you see how nice and beautifully it lines up at that region with those wicks on top. So now when the market's on top there, when the market's below there and the levels on top, it's acting as a resistance. Okay, but as soon as market breaks above this, okay, and closes above here, right, give us some sort of signal to buy, we will buy over there. If not, we'll continue selling there. Now let's watch this. Okay, market breaks above. Let's watch. Okay, doing its thing. Mark comes back to it. It's above it. Okay, let's see if it gives us entry. Okay, it doesn't give any entry for buys. It drops lower. Okay, watch here. Market will probably tend to come back towards it again. Okay, let's watch. Let's see. Market's back at it. And when market was there at that region, you could have entered. You know what? It's below there. It's resistance. Okay. And now, of course, if you add like things like Fibonacci, all the good stuff, which this lesson, Fibonacci, is actually as well on the blog. So let's say the Fibonacci is there with Fibonacci level. You see, the reason why this was not for sale here, right? It went above and it actually broke above this. So this one is below it. Let's check. It's staying below. Okay, great stuff. And then right over there, we could potentially get in for a short-term sell, right? You know what I'm saying? And let's watch again. And if you look at market playing there, but at the bottom here, you can see the market has a support, right? This area support. But if you look at the price, if you round it off again, it'll be what? 350. Look at that. Beautiful, eh? Beautiful psychological numbers. It's so amazing. And let's watch how market goes. It breaks above, right? Comes back below it. Okay. Now this is a sign that if it comes back below, it might want to continue going lower. Okay. It might want to continue going lower. You guys see? And it's back above. Now, when it's back above, all we're going to do is then wait for some sign to say, okay, you know what, from here, it's going to continue buying higher into this highs right here. Now, let's see if it high is a psychological number. Let's check it out. If it is a psychological number, let's go there. Boom. And settings, like, okay, 5. Let's make it exactly 600. It's a bit too high. It's a bit too high, but it's kind of the same, you know. So you could write 550. That could work, you know. It's a little bit off. And you can write it at, okay, 5, like that. Still the same. Let's go a little higher. 5. No, it's about getting that exact pinpoint. You know, I think 800 will do. Nice, beautiful. You know, so that makes sense. So you can see how nice and clean it looks up. It makes sense to me. You know, and that is very psychological numbers today. So for me personally, how do I use it to take profits in the market? Okay, what you can do, and it's a little trick for you guys. Okay, a little trick for you guys. Find 2 major psychological turning points. Okay, so for example, let's do this. Settings. I'll show you guys an example. Okay, this is a major example. Focus, and I want you guys to really focus in right now. Take a journal and journal down. Look at this. There's a high, and here's a low. Okay, perfect. Now round this off to a psychological number. Like, you know what? Let's try this. That's perfect. That's amazing. Let's go there, setting the support. Okay, I'm like, you know what? There we go. And if I could literally, if I want it to be exactly, I'll put it at 100. I think it should be perfect. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. And now what we're going to do, this will be a resistance support, right? All I do is calculate the size of this right here to here. And that should be my next level in the market. My next psychological level should be around here. You see, and I take that settings around, I'm like, maybe 4,000, you know. There we go. Nice, beautiful. That's the next time. And I take the size of that. Okay, I do the next one over there to the top, like this. Okay, setting the exact same thing. Look at the settings over there. That could be 6,000, right? You know, exactly, and that should be making perfect sense now. What I will use, I'll use this as support and resistance and take profits and entries. For example, if market is breaking above here, I will retest as my entry and my take profit will be that high there. You know, does it make sense? So let's watch. Market breaks above, retest that you buy, right? And you hold, you patient wait. Remember, this is still support. This is still support. This is still support, traders. We want to see market go higher. And take profit is going to be this area right here, right? That's how you're going to be a take profit. You patiently wait, and there we go, take profit hit. Okay, that is successful. A successful trade right there. Market hits take profit. So once again, if market breaks this low at the bottom right here, we know that okay, it's in a sell. So long it's above, we're waiting for the clear break above psychological level, test, and start buying again. You must stick to the trend. So another thing is that if you guys want more videos about on trends and all those good stuff, look here. All you got to do is comment down below. But this is the video on how to understand what are psychological levels, how to trade, how to use it as entry and take profits. So that being said, your mentor Shakil Samar, sign out. Cheers guys.